Hello, VGA crew. This is Mike Amari here, answering the question of the week. Question of the week, of course, was what was your favorite narrative-focused video game or kind of story in a video game? My favorite narrative-focused game probably would have to be BioShock Infinite. I can already hear a bunch of people on the internet sharpening their pitchforks and getting their torches ready because people don't have a very kind outlook on that game, looking back on it for the most part. But really, the way the story is told in that game is kind of second to none. It does a lot of things that you usually see in novels as far as themes and literary elements coming back later on in the game. You have things like symbolism popping up in the very beginning, and you don't know to look for it until after you've already finished the game. And so, much like a good book or much like, a really good movie, BioShock Infinite really does reward multiple playthroughs or multiple reads of it, if you will. I could not get enough of that game and its storytelling throughout. I mean, listen, the gameplay is what the gameplay is. I actually enjoyed it quite a bit. But the storytelling itself, following the relationship between Booker and Elizabeth, who we of course find out is his daughter Anna, deals with a lot of really heavy themes and deals with them in really mature ways. We see the central theme of someone trying to deal with this decision or situation that was of their own doing and trying to undo it. And the idea that trying to undo something that you've done, trying to erase it or trying to make it better, oftentimes only makes it far, far worse. We see that with Booker becoming Comstock. We see that with Booker selling away his daughter to himself later on as Comstock. And then when each of these characters try to take it back, when they try to make things better, things only get far worse. Even with Elizabeth. Elizabeth, when we have the whole thing with the Chinese arms dealer, she opens these tears and tries to remake things and refix things, only to make things far, far worse. And it eventually gets to the point where she herself becomes the thing that she hated, the thing that she didn't want to be, all because she was trying to fix past mistakes. I mean, and if you take a look at how it all wraps up, the fact that it basically ends with a quantum suicide, where the characters have to face the fact that the only way to fix the mistakes they've made were to completely erase themselves from reality in the first place. Really heavy and really fits in thematically with the rest of what that game's doing. And you don't see that in a lot of games. You don't see callbacks. You don't see circular thinking like that. And you definitely don't see things that deal with something on such a literary level. That's not even getting into the Luteces and all the different story beats that are here and there, and just the environmental storytelling. That's just the outright plot that you have to deal with. It really is a complete package as far as storytelling goes, and I implore anyone, if you played it once, go back and play it again. You'll see a lot more, you'll understand a lot more, and you'll appreciate a lot more what they did in that game storytelling-wise. Of course, that's just my 2 cents on there. I, of course, could be completely wrong and off base. I want to thank you guys again for listening to me this week. I look forward to talking with you guys again next week.